Becky hired a top hitman to kill her ex-boyfriend. But just before the plan began, she suddenly changed her mind.
But I love him. I love my job. Stop!
Roger's different personalities started arguing, even fighting physically. In the end, the hitman personality overpowered Becky. And all of this was caused by Stan. Becky was one of Roger's female personalities. She unexpectedly fell in love with Dick, but Roger got close to a colleague, which Stan couldn't accept. So he faked evidence that Becky was cheating. At first, Dick chose to trust his girlfriend, until a colleague pointed out the problem.
Look at the guy holding the newspaper.
2 days ago? How could you?
Eventually, Becky was broken up with unilaterally, leaving her devastated. Stan thought life would return to normal, but Roger became increasingly unstable. He suddenly cried while investigating a case with Steve, felt inexplicably sad when discussing a bachelor party with Francine, and even got affected when turning into a pony. It turned out Becky was the most fragile of all his personalities. To help him, Francine suggested taking Becky out to relax. They went to a small town in Italy. Becky gradually recovered from her sadness and soon fell in love again.
I don't need to be defined by a single man.
Ciao, bella!
Principessa! Mangia, mio amore! Principessa! Caro mio!
Mangia, mangia, che ti va bene!
After Becky moved on, Roger and Stan went to a baseball game, only to see that Dick had a new girlfriend. Strangely, the relationship mirrored Becky's experience almost exactly.
That was our bar!
I've never been to Barnacles with you, Van Smash.
Yeah, Van Smash.
Roger began acting strange, realizing Becky's personality was resisting. Stan immediately knocked him out.
Fan Smash is hilarious! I had no idea he had a personality disorder! So funny!
The next day, Becky tracked down a top hitman, planning to go after Dick. But this hitman was actually another personality of Roger. Stan used phone tracking to locate Roger and persuaded him to abandon the mission while revealing the truth about the faked affair. But the hitman personality was determined to complete the task. Just as he locked onto his target, Becky appeared. She tried to convince him to stop because she still loved Dick.
I love my job.
They couldn't agree and started fighting. In the end, the hitman separated Becky from the body. At the moment he aimed at the target, Becky appeared again.
Becky! Becky, don't die. I love you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Dick. This is how our story ends.
After understanding Dick's true feelings, Becky finally left peacefully.